Hey guys, this is Pam Wilson, also known as the Southwest Florida Stitcher, and coming at you from Wilson 3D Designs and Stitchery. So, this is gonna be my first FlossTube. If you are a subscriber to this channel for the Wilson 3D Designs, I'll still be posting stuff, but when you see FlossTube at the beginning of the video, it's going to be about cross stitch. When it says Wilson 3D Designs, it'll be about 3D printed stuff, because I do both. So, for anybody that does a FlossTube, you guys have to have mad respect for them, because I have a small little table, like a 4-foot table that I'm trying to film on right now, and trying to lay out everything and organize it is a chore. So I'm not very organized. So what we're going to do is just going to dive right in, because, and I apologize for not being very organized, but I should be more organized in the future. I promise. But I just want to mention Stitching and Wishing mentioned me in her FlossTube. And she was my table mate, Jamie. I'll try to put some photos of us at the end of this video. I'm not very good at editing either. She mentioned me, and it was great meeting her. She's really cool. So y'all need to go over there and see her videos. Stitching and Wishing is the name of her FlossTube. The second one that mentioned me so far that I've seen is Stitching Scotties. Her name is Dottie, and the little Scotty that was in the video was Striker. So, thank you very much, Dottie and Jamie, for mentioning me on your FlossTube. I think that's great. There may be more mentions because I gave out, I'm thinking about 150 floss drops, bag tags, needle minders, and so on and so on. So my husband told me to come home with nothing. So he said, get rid of all of it. So I did. So I didn't come home with anything. I came home with a huge bag full of trades. So we're going to go over that. There is one FlossTuber I want to mention, but she did not mention me in her video. Her name is Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo. I got to meet her. She is a huge enabler. I thought she was planted there from Keepsakes, in the Keepsake store, because every time I would look at fabric, and I told my sister, I said, should I get this color or this color? She'd come up behind me and she'd say, get both, because you don't want your project to get upset when you choose the wrong one. So I just laughed, and she's great stuff. She didn't want to wait for the Keepsakes bus to come back and pick her up, so she rode back to the convention center with us. So she was cute. I like her. The next thing I want to mention, to kind of get it out of the way, is everybody knows Stitchcon does a smalls exchange. At the end of this video, I will put a picture of my smalls exchange. It was, I don't have it here in my pile. Oh, Scheiss is what my husband calls it in German. You could look it up. But I'm going to show you what I got from my trade. And she apologized that it's just a Post-it note, but it gave me all the information I needed. It was wonderful. Her name was Beth Hoffman from Redmond, Washington. She is Stitching in My Pajamas on Instagram. So if y'all want to go over there and follow her, she is awesome. She made this for me. It is really cool. It came in a teal colored bag, like a Tiffany blue teal colored bag, kind of like the front of my cross stitch journal, kind of a blue teal. It was really pretty. Anyway, I picked it up because I love teal and blue. And inside is the most magnificent thing. This is the whole reason why I needed to do a FlossTube. she stitched this. She said it's on like 28 count or something, but it's like 1/1. It's like the cutest thing. And then she connected it to a little pair of teal scissors. And then she gave me some needles. And, oh, I turned over the little. She made a tiny little tomato. And she put drops, sticky dots on there so it'd hold it in place. And I got a little mini waxer. And she got a threader, floss drops, and my favorite needles. How'd she know I used 26 Bowens? It's like she read my mind or something. Then she comes over to me. I packed this away nice and secure in my, and I'm going to put the little post-it note in there so I know where it's from. She, I'm whispering. I don't know why I'm whispering. She came over to me on the last day and she says, hey, we need to see your box. What box are you talking about? And she goes, you know, the box from the trade. And I had already packed this away in its packaging in my suitcase to check it on the flight. And I didn't want it to get hurt. So I said, oh, it's okay. I'll unlock my suitcase. I'll dig through it and get the box. I had 7 or 8 ladies there wanting to see it. So thank you so much, Beth. That was very much loved and enjoyed. Okay, now this is where some of this stuff is gonna get a little chaotic, okay? Because I've got Stitchcon stuff, I've got whips, but first I wanted to show you a little bit of my organization because I have been watching FlossTube for years. This is my 2023 Book of Days. And I started out really good. I'm not gonna lie. January has stickers. Look at that. Look at that. I got the sticker idea, I think, from, I want to say Pam and Steph. But Brenda and the Cereal Starter, they do stickers. And I got most of my stickers from those big books off of Amazon. This one's a little lacking. But then I get into June. It's kind of sad, y'all. But I am keeping up to date on the stuff I stitch. So I'm doing better than most people, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I have 4 kids, 2 at home still. So I'm doing my best. You know what I'm saying? So that's my 2023. I keep it open like this. And then I keep 2 little pins on it. And then I keep it next to my stitchy spot. So that's gonna go in the box to go over there. Now, another way I organize, which this box will stay on the table, is my project box. Hang on just a second, somebody's coming out of the room. I gotta tell them, be quiet, because they'll make a lot of noise. Is my cross stitch journal. That's how I keep track of everything. You notice up here 51 to 100. I've already filled 1 through 50. So I keep track with the little thing in the front. I put a little star next to everything that's finished. And then I went in and renumbered all this. I renumbered everything at the top. That's supposed to be like probably 20 or something. And I renumbered it. I whited out everything and I renumbered all the numbers. So this one is number 70. So we're gonna keep this out on the table so I can tell you what fabric I'm using. So I'm not having to guess. Now, some of the stuff that I got at Stitchcon is going to be next. If you hear any background noise, that's my husband and my son in the kitchen. So we all know how that goes. And if you hear any cats, I do have a couple cats. One's laying on the ground right here next to the window because I'm sitting next to my sliding glass window. And then the other ones are just everywhere. If you see a tail walk across the table, you know what's going on. I do have one big dog. She gets loud when the cats get loud. Other than that, you won't hear her. Those two things in the background are my patterns. One is available on Etsy right now. The other one I'm having trouble listing. I don't know why, but I'm getting around to it. Anyway, let's get into some Stitchcon stuff because I know you want to see that stuff probably more than my whips. So this was the service project for Stitchcon. They raised, let's see, I want to say over 30,000. And then they, Barbara donated 5,000 to make it 35,000. I think they were working towards, it doesn't say it in the pamphlet, but I think they were trying to get a swimming pool for exercise. So I think that's awesome. Oh, and for anybody with their Weekend B and Weekend A, I'm just going to say Weekend B made more money. And Weekend B stands for best. So, we're not going to argue about it. That's what Barbara said. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. I picked up this pattern in the NX. A lot of people are stitching this. I haven't started it yet. I've got all the floss for all the DMC for it. And I'm going to start it. I do like her other patterns, like that little ice cream cart. There was a lot of these. Looks like all my words are backwards. I'm gonna have to fix that. Hang on just a minute. Okay, I think I got this down. Everything that I'm holding up is backwards, and my son told me I could fix it in the mirror of the video. So if you're seeing it backwards still, I didn't figure out how to fix it. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, about that, everybody had this. I got it in the annex. I got the little Stitchcon needle minder in the annex. This one was one of my favorites. I had to get it. FlossTube by Rebel Stitcher. I love her stuff. I picked up this floss in the annex by Forbidden Fiber Co. It's 100% cotton, 6 yards. I was going to use this for my cuckoo bird, which I'll show you later, but I found something better, so I'll show you that. Let me find stuff that I got at Stitchcon first. In the annex, oh no, actually at Keepsakes, I bought a piece of Mystic Fibers Olympic 18 count Ada. A lot of those boxes aren't checked, but it's 18 count. Came out of 18 count box. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. It's wrinkled too, so I didn't iron. But it's brown and blue and gray. It's wonderful. Anyway, I got a small start in the corner. These two were purchased at the annex. I think my sister got me one of them. I think my sister got me this one. Don't quote me on that. I got a little start on it while I was there, stitching with my friend Levi. I probably got more done than he does. I do have a needle. I don't use needle minders. Usually I stitch in hand. So I'm just kind of holding it and stitching. If I get real close, can you see like the modeling in the silk? I'm using my floss drops. I write on there what it is. I'm using almond M&M's Raven and agave nectar. Now I wound these around my floss drops and fasten them in because I don't want them getting all squirrely and messed up. So give me just a second to put these things up as I go. I love this fabric. And in a second, I'll show you why I bought Mystic fabrics. Because I got to meet Misty at Stitchcon. And she gave me a piece of fabric, y'all. When she found out, so she handed me a piece of linen. And I said, oh, I don't stitch on linen. And she goes, okay, what do you stitch on? I said, I like Ada. She goes, oh, okay, here's a piece of Ada. So she gave me a piece of Ada. I can't tell you what color it is because I don't remember. These are some cheap little project bags. Don't judge. I'm building my stash slowly. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anything else I need to show you from Stitchcon. It looks like a lot of things that I took to Stitchcon. Now this is something I picked up in the, I'm gonna go this way first. I know, right? This happens to be the coolest project bag I think I've ever seen in my life. I mainly bought it for Chucky. My daughter's cat's name's Chucky. And I love all of these guys. Freddy Krueger. And one of the girls there from the Carolina Stitchers, the daughter, Joy, and I forgot your name, I'm sorry. I'm going to put their picture at the end too, because I was in the bathroom washing my hands. And I said, is that the Carolina Stitchers? And they were at the end of the sink. And they're like, yes. I was like, oh, can I get a picture? I'm like fangirling so much. It's terrible. So in this bag is my floss for the pattern I showed you. This adventure awaits. And the, oh, there's her card. The maker of this bag. And the little tag on the bag. She put the black cat on there, obviously, but somebody else gave me the angel too, and I just fastened that on there too. But her bags are really nice. This fabric is amazing. The Carolina Stitcher daughter is stitching a Freddy Krueger hand, and I showed her my bag, and she's really jealous. So yeah, sorry about that. I think I got the last one, but I love it. In this bag lives, let me get to that point, guys. Sorry. Bluebird of Happiness. I had to, JBW Designs. I had to get on the bandwagon and start this. Now, remember I mentioned Mystic Fibers? Remember I mentioned she gave me a piece of fabric? Well, guess what that piece of fabric is? Remember I mentioned she gave me a piece of fabric that was the exact size for the Bluebird of Happiness. And yes, that's a needle in there. And yes, that's a piece of thread because I stitch in hand. So yeah, but this piece of fabric is perfect. If anybody knows the name of that fabric, you can put it in my comments down below. Or if Misty sees this video, thank you so much for that. And it's going to good use because I love it. The next thing I got in the shop, keepsakes, was another piece of Mystic fabrics. This one is 16 count Ada. All the boxes are checked there. Oh, it even has a price of how much I paid. That's crazy. Anyway, it's called Everything Else by Mystic Fibers. It is beautiful. And you guys can see my start, can't you? Boo, 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 boo. Anybody know what that is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Anyway, my youngest daughter's middle name is Strawberry. That's one of her second middle name. So my sister bought me Strawberry Manor by Teresa Kogut. This is my first sampler sort of pattern. I've never done anything like this before. So I'm using all the called for DMCs. I'm not using anything special. So, I just bought all the DMCs to go with it, and I gotta try to get it back in this bag. Then, but I got the fabric at Keepsakes. After Misty gave me the other free piece of fabric, I found Ada by her at Keepsakes. So I bought 2 pieces. The Olympic and the other one. Everything else. And then, the patterns we bought at the Annex. Now, there was a freebie table. Just going to show you some of the patterns I got on the freebie table that I will be stitching. This one says Mr. Wilson, 5th grade, by Erica Michaels. I will be stitching that for my Mr. Wilson, 10th grade or 9th grade, depends on which one he does each time. So I'm going to put those in the bag over here. This was the Stitchcon passport that everybody got. I had to put my name on it because my sister kept trying to snatch it. This, I'm going to put my finger over the price and the place where it came from. This is Cup of Christmas Cheer by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, I guess. This is my first Brenda Gervais. So, it came off freebie table. I'll probably be making that into an ornament. This is a big, thick pattern. It's got a bunch of stuff. I'm covering the price too. Merry Birds. It's got a bunch of little birds and patterns. It's got a bunch of stuff in there, guys. This is Block Party by Hands On Design, Java. Freedom by Little House Needleworks. From Sea to Shining Sea. Now, let me give you the backstory on most of these freebies. They came off the freebie table, or they came from my table mates that was about to put their stuff on the freebie table. Like these never seen the freebie table. No, I snatched them up. Just, thank you very much. Fall on the Farm. I don't have any of them, so I'm building my stash. If you have any of those you want to de-stash, just email me down below. Southwest Florida Stitcher. I'm going to flash a couple of these. This was free in the Annex. I can't show you the pattern because it's free to purchasers. This was given out by somebody. Little free pattern by Far Away Designs. www.fadneedlework.com. So that was cute. I gave away some of my patterns too. Signed copies. Just saying. Let me put all this up and get it out of my way. I was very disappointed. I was looking for 2 patterns to stitch. One, I actually brought all the floss with me to kit up. I bought the fabric and I bought all the floss from Hobby Lobby to kit up for Welcome to the North Pole. They didn't have the book. It ran out. So I'm gonna have to order it. It's okay, I'll just order from who's that company I'm ordering from? I gotta put some of the stuff back where it came from. And now, when we're mentioning the freebie table, I'm going to show you. I'm telling you, anybody does a FlossTube, you guys, I don't know how you stay organized because it's like moving from one side of the table to the other. It's like one of those games where you have to move everything over. So on the freebie table, I also found this little pattern by Artiste for my daughter. She already started stitching it. I got her this little project bag. I can't tell you who made it. There's no tag on it. So if you guys know who made this little project bag, it's so cute. It's a little elephants. I got that in the annex. And she's already kitted it up. So we have a future stitcher in the making. Yay! That's her project bag. I'm surprised I got it away from her. I also bought myself a little project bag from the same person. It says, hanging with my gnomies. Super cute. This one has a snowman on it. The other one had a little heart on it. So cute. I thought I could put my little kittens in the round. Or doggies in the round. Just saying. Now I'm going to go through some of y'all. I'm not going to keep. I'm not lying. Look at this. I don't know how people stay organized. I had to shove this in my suitcase just to get home. So there was somebody there named Indie Stitcher _ Karen. She gave out some little cat I guess floss drops. They don't have no holes in them. So she said you could put your own holes in them. One of my table mates gave me this cute little bag. Her name was Lori. And there's all her information if you want to contact her. But she made me this cute little orc container. She hand sewed it. No, she machine sewed it. It's so cute. And I got some chocolates. Haven't eaten them yet, so now I need to put them somewhere where I can eat them. So I'm not going to put those in the same bag. I'm going to put chocolate somewhere else. Because that shouldn't go back in there. That needs to stay with me so I can eat it. And now that I've done the video, I can start moving some of this stuff. You guys have all seen the Stitchcon bag, so I'm not going to dig that out of my closet. To show you again, same bag you've already seen. But we did get a little mask. We got this cute little coaster. Now, guys, this is made out of vinyl, probably on somebody's Cricut or something. And ain't no joke. It's very nice. Thank you very much. I heard Susan from Keepsakes made it. But don't quote me on that. Because I don't know everything. So, that's my little coaster. Next on the freebie table, I found something called a 3-inch thread straightener. If you know, you know. I don't know. But I picked them up. Go figure. Jamie at my table. The Jamie Richardson that I mentioned before from Stitching and Wishing made me, or she made a bunch of these little scissor. I don't have any scissors corner. So anyway, she gave it to me because we thought we could put these in there, but they just kind of pop out. So that didn't work. But maybe if I like made a longer slit and slid them in, that might work. Anyway, these were on the freebie table. So I picked them up. And I got my little block from Jamie. And then Jamie was handing out the little pin. He's a little frog pin. Oh, that's all her information right there too, guys. Stitching and Wishing, FlossTube, and Instagram. She made dinosaur wax drops. And the other pin escaped. And then there's the other pin. Those are some nice beads she put in there. So those came from Jamie, my table mate. When she sat down, guys, she said, "Oh, hi, I'm Jamie. We're gonna be best friends by the end of this." You know she's right. She is so sweet. Now this is something really, this is sample silk on it. Everybody see that sample silk? By Stitch Me hand dyed silk. I don't know the color. Like she said, it's sample silk, but it is so smooth. I love it. I'm gonna have to find something to use that for. The next lady was going around and she had ladybug pins, like counting pins. That seemed to be one of the most popular things this year. Another lady was going around, Bub Me stitches with little tablets. I like me some tablets. Another lady at the table kind of next to us was giving out this little bag, and you stitch on it, and it comes with like a pattern and floss in it, and you stitch on the bag, and it's like a little makeup bag sort of thing. So cute. Snickerdoodle Stitch gave us Scrabble tiles, needle minders. This was on the freebie table. It's from Caesar Stitch. She was not there, but somebody put it on the freebie table. It looks like a bag tag. Project Designer. Started, finished, fabric, and project notes. That's really nice. Some cool floss drops. This was from Crafty Cara. I Stitch a Latte. And it's a floss drop because this is brand and color on the back. This is from Tam Stitches with a little 2023 tag in there. Oh, she said the picture was taken. Let me see. Photo taken at Bryce Canyon. Wow. Yes. That is a wow, Tammy. It's beautiful. Stitching with Binks. I don't know about you guys, but that is, Stitching with Binks is Kelly on Instagram. Look at those cards. Look at that cat. I have a licorice that looks almost exactly like that. And he comes up and looks at me like that when he wants snacks. But I love them. I actually have 3 black cats. A few outside too. This is so cute. I want to say this is from Holly. She gave me a little bag with Charleston Chew. And Holly Neal, Hobbies of Holly. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Holly Hobby was a big thing in my childhood. My mom took me and got professional photos with Holly Hobby. And I want to say her name's Amy, but don't quote me on that because I can't remember. This is, these were from Kate. And she is actually from Hawaii. She's the only one there from Hawaii. Maui, Hawaii. This, some lady was going around with the library cards. And I actually want to put, she said if you order these on Amazon, you gotta make sure you order the envelope and the card because they don't come together. Good to know. Because I actually want to put these on my frame pieces on the back so I know when I started it, finished it. And if somebody donates all my stuff to Goodwill, they know where it came from. Just saying. I kind of feel like the fanciful flamingo when I do faces like that. This came from the Southern Yankee Stitcher. some little welcome cards. That was so cute. This was our take and do gift. I didn't do it yet, obviously, because it's in my bag of stuff. But we got a black cat. We got the 2023 charm and a bicycle, because that was the theme for this year. You guys don't want to see my name tag. Something happened to it. And no, I wasn't drinking. I was drinking sweet tea. No, unsweet tea with artificial sweetener because I'm diabetic at the Chili's. And it kind of dribbled down in my name tag. And I asked Pam to print me, Stephanie to print me a new one. She didn't get around to it. She said she had to do it at home. So I don't think she went home the whole weekend. I really don't. So this I picked up. It's called... Did y'all hear snoring? And my dog's under the table. She's snoring. So if you're hearing snoring, it's not me. It's the dog. And I got another cat here and another cat over here. And one cat's big and the other cat's small. And he's putting his hand on the small one. And it's like... And she's like, she's not having that. She's moving. Anyway, I got this off the freebie table. It's called the Nimble Soft Thimble. So, the first comfortable thimble. Freeze fingernail. Metal tip safety. So, I'm going to put that in my, probably in my little gift box. My little small box that I got. This thing, pretty fancy. I had to keep my daughter off this because they call these spoolies, and she said they do their eyebrows with them. But I had to tell her that it's when you frog something and you gotta clean the little stitches up. So I gave her a black handled one, and then I told her don't touch this one. That's going in my little box too. Let's see what else I got. This one's cute. I got candies. And this is from Pink Posies Pincushion. Share information. And I got sucker. If you see, there's candy still in most of these bags because I can't eat it because I'm diabetic. I think the card, there was a little card and tag in here. I want to say this was the Binks. The Binks cat. And I took them out already because they're so cute. Another library card. Homemade Just For You by Amy. She stamped them. Aren't they cute? I got some more of them. Boop. Have a stitching good time. Bobo Jessie C at Bobo Jessie Stitches. That's so cute. That's so cute. Almost at the bottom of the bag, I promise. This little bag was given to me. I think it's tied up. Anyway, it's got little, I think it got melted. I couldn't get it open. Anyway, it's got little tags and buttons in it. Super cute. This was given to me. No name. The only thing I have to tell anybody that traded with me is next time put your name on the stuff. So when I do my FlossTube, I know where it came from. Right? I just want to give credit where credit's due. Like stitching in the pajamas. Look at that stack. Dude, I'm making me some floss drops. I ain't gonna lie, stitching the pajamas. That was my friend, remember? Did y'all remember where she's from? She's the one that made my little box. Just saying. I think I went over there to the table and she gave me a lunch. She's like, here. Oh, after she came over to the table And brought me some more with the floss holes. And I got a P. Actually, my sister got me a P. And then the other one's in. I don't know what I'm going to do at the end. But I'll use it. It's really cute. I put it on my little floss drop back thing. This thing is super cool. I just have to say, Michelle Lee Quilts. Custom t-shirts, quilts, long arm services, project bags. Michelle Condon and Michelle Lee Quilts. Find me on Etsy and Instagram at Michelle Lee Quilts. She's amazing. Her card is amazing. And y'all could do that little video thingy if you want to go see her shop. She gave me a little needle minder. Look at that. It's so cute. She may have made that little button herself. I don't even know. Let me see what it looks like on the back. Oh, I think she made it. I'm just saying. She's so handy, crafty. I love her. I love her bags. I got one project bag to show you, and it's messed up. I sold 2 though on my shop, so we'll see. We'll see if that ever comes to anything. This says Stitchcon 2023 on the front. It's punched at the top, got 2 beads, but this was from the Great Lakes Stitchers Gathering. That was from Stitching with Grammy. Got a sticker from Tiffy's World. More Amy drops. Oh, here she is, Stitching with Grammy. Barbara Johns. There's all her information. She gave me the sticker. Now, I follow this lady on Instagram and I think YouTube. And I didn't get to meet her. She brought me the stuff and I didn't get to meet her. I want to say her name was Nancy. But don't quote me on that because I didn't get to meet her. Now this was amazing. This is the picture of the 1/1 Heaven and Earth designs that she's working on for 9 years, guys. 9, yeah, there's her Instagram and her YouTube. 9 years she's been working on this. She's like 20 something years old, and they had her come up to the front with my niece Zoe, because Zoe is 21 and she's doing a 1/1 too. If I can, I'm gonna insert Zoe's pictures at the end of her start, where she got to. So she got a big old, she got page finish at Stitchcon. I got to meet this wonderful lady. She was sitting at the table with Levi. Her name is Britches Get Stitches, and blank on the back. She, I can't tell you what her name is. I forgot. I'll look it up and I have it next time. And then the last, oh no, that's not the last. I thought we were getting to the bag, but we're not. This is by Andrea Caffey. It's floss drop. It's pretty flowers. That's pretty. Somebody gave me, oh, this was going to the freebie table, but I saved it. It's a little frog button. Only got a couple more things here, guys, I promise. At the bottom of my bag, there is my Wilson 3D Designs tag that I came home with. It's a QR code. You can scan that and I'll take you right to my shop. But on my business, on my card connected to everything, I put Wilson 3D Designs and my QR code. Go ahead, pause the video and scan it. There you go. With all my information was attached to everything that I gave away. I don't know how I come home with those. Another QR code tag. Handwork Maniac. That was Brenda. She is so nice, guys. I really like her. Anyway, I interrupted her lunch. I was fangirling, guys. I'm sorry. There was nobody around her, so I just kind of went over and was like, ah. I was like, I'm sorry, Brenda, to interrupt your lunch, but I'm fangirling. You're amazing. Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. She was at a table. Her name is, oh, it says project tag. That's kind of cool. Pam from Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. She has a FlossTube, so you can scan that and go to her FlossTube. She's amazing. I loved her too. On the freebie table was these little scissors. You can never have too many scissors. And last but not least, from Amanda Stitches, heart-shaped floss drops on a little ring with flowers. Super cute. Now, let me just get all this in the Ziploc and get it out of our way. And then I'll show you what I took to Stitchcon to work on. And I'm sure you've heard from a million people that you take a million things with you, but you only work on a few. And that's not a lie. Because I took a million things with me and I basically worked on one or two. I tried to finish my snowman. Now I got to ring the bell on the snowman because my table mates said it was okay. I did not get a complete finish, but I got almost it completed. I'm still putting away, guys. I'm not kidding you. This is like a hot mess here. Hot mess. I gotta get this candy out of here. And then I'll put the candy somewhere. Oh my gosh, it just keeps multiplying. Okay. Next is going to be all the stuff. I've been watching the videos on those little train cases. I think that's what that thing's called. That little gift that I got is called a train case. I'm not sure. But let's, let me just go over the stuff I took with me that I wanted to stitch on, but I didn't. Now I did stitch on this Sunday morning, okay? I don't have any pictures of the pattern because everybody knows what this is. If I have a picture of the pattern, I'll put it at the end, but I don't have it. This is One Nation. I'm sure everybody knows what it is. I stitched a little bit over here in the white. Let me see that right there. A little bit of white on this end, right here. Boop, boop, boop. I stitched on that Sunday morning because I had to put Mr. Snowman in timeout because I worked on him all weekend, guys. I'm not even kidding you, all weekend. I'm stitching this on, let's go to the list. It might not be in this book. It might be in the other book. It's 14 count vintage country mocha. And all the called for colors. All the called for colors. The Classic Colorworks, Blacksmith Blue, Cupid Red, but the white is not variegated, so I'm not using an overdyed. I'm using Ecru by DMC. So I brought that to Stitchcon, worked on it on Sunday. I brought this to Stitchcon, did not work on it at all. This is my temperature drink chart by Christy something off of Etsy. Everybody's seen this before. Stitching, just keep stitching. Pam worked on it last year. That last little line down there with the stitches and the thread hanging, that's June. I got most of the glasses in June. I got the little tea jug on June, but I don't have it filled in. So I try to work on that on Sundays, and I try to do 5 at a time on Sunday. That is got all the called for DMCs, and let me show you something cool I did. These are my 3D printed floss drops. See the colors? With the temperature, I have the temperature range on the floss drop. So I can pull it. I can look at the temperature on underground temperature, and then I could go pull that floss for that color today. It seems to be working out for me, so I will continue to do it. The next one that I brought with me was, oh, this is my Stitchcon share table. So let me put this on my little board that holds my stuff. It's not ironed. This is stitched on 2021 Santa. Stitch on 14 count vintage country mocha. It's a little big for an ornament, guys. I'm just saying. Now, in comparison to that one, I want to put on my 18 count 2022 Santa, and you guys are gonna die at the difference. So I put both of these on the brag table at Stitchcon right next to each other. 18 count, 14 count, both vintage country mocha, both on the brag table. And what a difference between 18 and 14. This one will be a nice, cute ornament. So that's how I'm going to finish them. So if I ever get them done for my tree this year, you guys are going to get to see that. Okay? So let me get those folded and out of the way. My sister put her snowman on there also. And not snowman. Excuse me, Santa. And then she she brought it back to me to the table. Here is my 18 count 2023 start on my Prairie Schooler. Now I took all of these Santas to Stitchcon with me. I thought I was gonna get some, see that boot, at least the boot filled in or something. I didn't stitch on him at all. That's so sad. But I wanted to show you that I'm started on 2023 already. So I've got 20 done, no, 21, 22, and 23 started. I got 19 started too, or something like that. What are the other ones? 20, 19, I don't know. Whatever, we'll discuss it later. I'm just trying to get this table cleaned off so I could see some stuff. Oh, did y'all hear that little noise? That was one of my bag tags that I gave away. This is a cat-shaped bag tag, and you can print it. It says the Prairie Schooler Santa 2022, but it's actually 23 and all of them. I picked this up at the Annex because that's what that floss was, forbidden fiber floss. Because on the back it says designer's note for Brenda and Laura, who inspire creativity and connection in our community. That's sweet. Every time I watch them, I love listening to the cuckoo clocks. So I think I'm gonna stitch it with Bejeweled, which is very highly variegated jewel tone. It calls for Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works bark, and it has some brown beads with it. I'm still gonna put the brown beads on it, I don't even care. And I think I'm gonna stitch this on the Olympia, a piece of the Olympia from what my cats are on, my kitties in there. So I've almost got everything cleaned up, guys. I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna put my bag of stuff in my box over here. Okay, now I need to make one of those train cases because this is what I keep all of my needles and stuff in. Y'all can see that. It's a hot mess. So I'm working on maybe either making a bigger train case or trying to turn the other thing into a train case. So let me show you what I rang the bell on. I'm almost done, guys. The Needle Worker by, let me show you. I got sewing machine done, the scissors, the floss, all those little squares. I'm working on the tomato right there. Basically, the whole snowman was done. And they told me I could ring the bell. So I did. So, this is by, excuse the crinkles, Cottage Garden Samplings, the Needle Worker. Yes. Now, I have mine opened and kind of turned inside out, inside the plastic, because my working copy cut off at the top and I couldn't see it. Because we do a working copy with highlighters. Me and my sister are doing these together. And I'm sure you guys have seen the collection. The clown. That's the only one that's turned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the pattern with the start. I'm sorry if this is too long for you guys to be a first FlossTube, but I got a lot of stuff. I gotta show a lot of stuff. I gotta do a lot of talking too. Now, I know some of these threads are hanging, guys, but I'm doing a little bit of parking where I do the thread and then I move up the, these are not in order also. So you just have to know what order they go in. I think the first one was the Needle Worker, second one was the clown, third one was the shepherd. Or shepherd. And there's the pattern. Super cute. Kind of fold them up and put them in their little, in the bag. The clown. Now, I ain't gonna show you my floss because my sister made fun of me. It's a hot mess up in there. All these things are started. All these things have a needle in them, thread hanging from them. I'm not a professional, guys. I'm just trying to show you what I'm working on. Clown. Now, my sister told me I'm a serial starter. And you want to know what I told her, right? That name's already taken. Sorry. Laura has that thing locked down like Fort Knox. So, I can't do that. Trying to do this in order. The next one was the, I want to say the postman. Trying to get these organized for you guys. Postman. She said, why you want to start all these things? These are all on 18 count vintage country mocha. They are not on the called for fabric, which was milk chocolate milk linen by Fabrics by Stephanie. 36 count. I'm doing 18 count, so it's an equivalent of it. It's gonna be about the same size. That's as close as I get to the real thing. I am not comfortable stitching on linen, so I'm not gonna do it. And nobody's gonna make me. Just saying. I don't like it. A couple times I tried it, and my stitches go down in between the fabric. It's horrible. The scarecrow, that's his start. Now, as I stitch on these things, I will make notes of what I'm stitching on, where I got to, where I'm at, so you guys can see. That's everything in the snowman box, or the snowman bag. My sister ordered me the Coachman. He's on his way soon. Oh, I forgot one. Oh my goodness. Really pretty one too. I don't see the pattern though. Must have shoved it in with something else. This one's called The Gardener. Dude, that pot is a beast. There's a pattern. The Gardener. Cottage garden samplings. Love it. Now the Coachman's on its way to me. And I will start that this day I get it in the mail. Just saying. Nobody's gonna stop me. So, this is my first floss tube. Please be gentle on all the negative comments, because I know there's some trolls out there put negative comments on people's stuff, and it's not very nice. So try to be nice. I know I'm not the most beautiful, and I know I'm not the most organized, but I will try to come back soon and be a little bit more organized. And I hope you like this video. I'm gonna put all my information down below. For my email is southwestfloridastitcher@gmail.com. And I think I'm gonna title this Wilson 3D Designs and Stitchery. And I will get back to you in probably 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Depends on how busy I am. And thank you so much for coming to see my floss tube. Catch you later.